been almost 2 months since the release of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and what a premiere it was! A huge success so far that brought only positive reviews from the critics. But one name has been repeatedly referenced ever since the first movie was released, and that's Bashenga. Fans would really like to see a spin-off title with this name, and is it possible to happen anytime soon? Well, stay here and find out.
Can be great leaders.
First, let's find out who's actually Bashenga. The Black Panther we know today in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is T'Challa, but he wasn't the first Wakanda protector. In 2016, fans were thrilled when this hero finally entered the MCU. He's one of the most well-known heroes and one of the earliest characters. After his debut in Captain America: Civil War, the now-deceased actor Chadwick Boseman went on to play the character in the 2018 solo Black Panther movie. Sadly, Boseman is no longer among us, but he left a great legacy behind him, and we saw that in this year's sequel Wakanda Forever. And while fans are still collecting their impressions of the movie, they're constantly talking and mentionings about Bashenga. In Marvel Comics, this guy is the first ever King of Wakanda, but not the first ever Black Panther. The honor of that belongs to another character, and that's Mossy, a man who was chosen by the goddess Bast to join the prehistoric Avengers team. Bashenga is the next in the row, who after Mosey's death will have a vision in which a great meteorite full of intense energy that could cause a cataclysmic chain reaction will land in Wakanda. To save the land, Bashenga will forge 2 weapons made of pure vibranium and will manage to absorb the energy from the meteorite and fling it into the heart of Wakanda. After this heroism, he'll be crowned the first king by Wakanda's people and the next Black Panther. Before Bashenga, the Wakanda people were divided in several tribes who were fighting among themselves. He'll put an end to the slaughter. He is a more spiritual shaman than a real superhero, but he'll become famed for his technical advancement. Bashenga's physical characteristics constantly improved, and after he ingested a heart-shaped herb to himself, he'll become something like a super soldier. He has extraordinary strength and he's capable of traveling at rates that are higher than the human speed limit. Under his leadership, Wakanda tribes, all but one, were brought together, and hit that like button below the video right now. No, really, under Bashenga's leadership, Wakanda tribes formed a confederation that lasted for thousands of years. And how T'Challa is related to Bashenga? Well, he, his parents, and his sister are Bashenga's heirs and descendants. The Black Panther title is something that has been inherited since Bashenga's reign, and those who want to protect Wakanda and be a Black Panther must also earn that right. So the Black Panther has been the protector of Wakanda for many centuries, and even with T'Challa's passing away, someone had to step up and become the hero. And it wasn't exactly a surprise when Princess Shuri became the new Black Panther in Wakanda Forever. Maybe in the next movie after he becomes an adult, it'll be Toussaint, T'Challa's son, and Bashenga's legacy will live on.
They called him Kukulkan, the feather serpent god.
But before this continuation and generations happen, is it possible we could see a movie with Black Panther's origin, one that will be dedicated to Wakanda's first king? A movie about Bashenga is something that is requested by the fans, but nobody right now can say for sure whether an idea like this will be considered by Marvel's head chief, Kevin Feige. These requests by the fans became more and more intense after artist Sean Harrison came up with a bunch of concept art pieces that explore the idea of a new Disney Marvel release named Bashenga, the first Black Panther. It happened just after the premiere of Wakanda Forever, and these concepts at this moment are a real hit on social media and fan forums. There are thousands of comments by fans who are aching to see something like this happen. And if you're wondering why, just take a look and everything will become clear to you. So come on, Feige, make our day and press the green light for this idea.
We'll risk eternal war.
He's coming.
And what about the characters who could appear in a movie like this? It seems that Harrison considered this idea as well and gave some perfect suggestions for the cast crew. According to the concept, Bashenga should follow Wakanda as 5 tribes of the kingdom fight themselves over the control of the newly found metal vibranium. John Boyega is chosen to portray the first ever King of Wakanda, and smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell video. And together with Boyega, Brian Tyree Henry is selected to reprise Fastos of Eternals. The rapper Doechi is mentioned to portray the goddess Bast, and the Nigerian singer Burna Boy as Witini, the leader of the River Tribe. I know it sounds too good to be true, but remember that good things always happen to those who wait. The concept also includes a list of musicians that would provide the music as well as a choreographer. Harrison's post has gotten over 87,000 likes and almost 14,000 retweets until now.
We know what you whisper.
Most of the fans' comments are full of excitement, and they find this concept a perfect opportunity for Marvel. Harrison would also love to see Misha Green in the director's chair and P. Prime and Ludwig Göransson as the music producers for the movie. But what kind of story can an idea like this bring to the big screen? If you remember the story from the first Black Panther movie, then you probably remember when Njobu was telling his son N'Jadaka about the origins of Wakanda. Just like in the comics, Bashenga was described as the man who managed to unite the 5 tribes of Wakanda when they went to war over the Great Mound. Bashenga did this after he received a vision from the goddess Bast, who led him to the heart-shaped herb. After ingesting it, he gained superhuman strength and became a Black Panther. The next protectors of Wakanda also used this herb in their rituals to become the Black Panther. And if you remember, T'Challa also wields a spear during his ritual combat with M'Baku, which may be considered as a homage to the spear of Bashenga. The first Wakanda king was also mentioned twice in the recent sequel. First, at T'Challa's funeral, he was buried with his suit, as well as his spear and sword. Bashenga was also mentioned during the discussion of the fact that Namor's kingdom of Talokan also has access to vibranium. So this means that Bashenga's legend is a major part of Black Panther, and he's inextricably linked with the story and with the future events in the franchise. Maybe this doesn't have any value for you, but be sure that Marvel doesn't lose time on some characters if they don't have a plan for future projects. According to Harrison's post, the story in the spin-off movie could focus on the 5 tribes of Wakanda and their struggle for control of a newly found mineral vibranium, which would be central to the future conflict between Wakanda and the Mayan kingdom of Talokan. Harrison's mock-ups were done with the use of popular AI program Midjourney, Adobe Photoshop, and After Effects. The scenes are stunning and very detailed, which can even make you feel that it's real and it's already happening. Ryan Coogler, who wrote and directed both Black Panther movies, was recently put in a rumor that he's working on a spin-off title set in Wakanda. However, fans later were disappointed when producer Nate Moore said that the project has been placed on the back burner as the production team was occupied by Black Panther 2 and Ironheart. Let's now hope that Marvel will take a good look at this concept and see that it's worth doing. And if they decide to give the green light, then it will be best to include Sean Harrison in the production team, or the fans will not forgive them. Until we see what's gonna happen, thanks for watching and see you next time.